Jasmine Crockett, Jazzy Jasmine, Slavey Crockett. She's, I don't think she's going to have a seat in Congress after the next election, now that they've changed some of the geography there, some of the lines of representation in Texas. But she wants to be senator. She wants to run as senator of the great state of Texas. And I believe today there's a clip making the rounds where she says Texas is racist. Good way to get the vote of the Texas population by calling them all racists. But another great idea she has, reparations. She wants black people to get reparations, you know, for that thing that happened just last week, slavery. May have heard of it. But she's got a new take on it. Might not be a new take, but it's a different take than just forking over money to the poor, oppressed black people who were enslaved hundreds of years ago. So here's Jasmine Crockett, her new take, a little twist on reparations by Jazzy Jazz.
Just this past week, I saw, I don't remember which celebrity, but it was actually a celebrity. And I was like, I don't know that that's not necessarily a bad idea, but I'd have to think through it a lot. One of the things that they propose is black folk not have to pay taxes for a certain amount of time, because then again, that puts money back in your pocket. But at the same time, it may not be as objectionable to some people about actually giving out dollars. Oh. But obviously then you start dealing with the different tax brackets and things like that. And that's one of the reasons that, you know, we argue the reparations make sense, because so many black folk, not only do you owe for the labor that was stolen and killed and all the other things, right? But the fact is, like, we end up being so far behind, right? And so it's like, how do you bring forth people? Exactly. And so it's like, if you do the no tax thing for people that are already, say, struggling and aren't really paying taxes in the first place, it doesn't really, exactly.
They may want those checks like they got during COVID.
Exactly.
Oh. See, black people wouldn't have to pay taxes. And that, there's their reparations. And then the people that don't pay taxes, black people that don't pay taxes at all, they would get money. They're not paying taxes. I am. I'll tell you that much. We're paying taxes. Why should they not have to pay taxes for something that happened a couple hundred years ago, I guess? And then you give checks to the people that already aren't paying taxes, yet they're enjoying the fruits of this great country of ours. Because, you know, they built America. The old pick of the cotton. It's one of my favorite bits. Did Owen do that, Owen Benjamin? He went out and he picked a piece of cotton and went, it's not really that tough. It's not really that hard. Work isn't all that difficult. Oh, God. Jazzy Jasmine Crockett. We won't have to deal with her much longer. I can only assume she will never win a Senate seat from the great state of Texas. And the gerrymandering, as they call it, hopefully has just eliminated her seat, and she will go away. And we won't have to deal with Jazzy Jasmine Crockett as a politician anyway. All right, folks.